Hey guys, Chris Godber here. Today I'm talking about a budget-friendly wireless in-ear monitor system. Alright, so this is the XVIVE U4. XVIVE makes a lot of wireless products you'll see, especially on Amazon. They can make your guitar wireless, they can make your favorite handheld microphone wireless, and now they have a wireless in-ear system. It's not exactly new. I've been using it for 2 years and have no issues with it at all. Highly recommended. So hopefully it'll work for you as well. This is a real simple system, comes with a transmitter and your receiver. Now they have a solo pack like this on Amazon. At the time of this video it is $229. You can get a duo pack that comes with 2 of these bell packs and then the 1 transmitter for about $100 more. Or you can get the 4-pack like I did that has 4 of these body packs and 1 transmitter. Now it did not come with a little box there I'm showing you. I got that on Harbor Freight and I just custom fit the foam to make it easy to carry. But it does come with 4 receivers, body packs, and 1 transmitter. You know, they also come with the adapter for 1/4 inch because it is by default an XLR, but you do have the mono 1/4 inch adapter that works really well too. So depending on what your mixer requires for monitor outs, you're covered. Now, the 4-pack is a great deal. The only caveat to that is that you still only have 1 transmitter. So all 4 of the belt packs are going to be using the same signal. They're going to be getting the same monitor mix. Now this does have 6 different channels, so if you have 6 transmitters, technically you could run 6 systems at the same time without interference. This is 6 separate mixes depending on what your needs are, what your outputs are in your mixer, etc. So if everybody in the band wants their own mix, their own monitor mix, which they usually do, then they all need to get the solo system that comes with a transmitter and a body pack. More to the system itself, you have your own volume control on here, which I really love. That's the most important thing. Even at my solo gigs, sometimes I'll use these if I'm really close to the speaker, if it's really close to my ear. You've got to protect your hearing, guys. As a musician, without our ears, we're really nothing. So use this, have your earbuds in, control your own volume. You'll still be able to hear yourself. So this is great for singer-songwriters if you're singing and playing guitar or keys or whatever you're doing and the speaker's directly behind you because maybe it's a small venue, you're a bar or set up in a corner and you have nowhere else to put the speaker. You can still do that and protect your hearing, control your own volume. Or if you put the speaker in front of you, sometimes people, you can't hear very good depending on the speaker, the system you're using behind the system. Sometimes it's hard to hear yourself, so you end up putting the speaker behind you. Well, now you can put it in front of you and you can still hear yourself really well. Use this and you're good. It lasts about 5 hours, and I've been using this for 2 years, and the battery is still holding up great for a charge. I turn it off when I'm not using it on a break, conserve the battery. But this will be plugged in the whole time. I can turn it off too. The other thing about it, though, is you can leave this plugged into your mixer or whatever it is that you're using, and then you could have this plugged into a power outlet, so this would never die. So that's another option there. But great battery life. Even if it's fully dead, it'll charge within an hour. It's fully charged, so it has a very fast charging, crisp, clear sound. I haven't noticed any latency issues. As far as cons go, the only one I've really run into is that you want to be careful not to block this. This is the antenna, and so you want to make sure that it's in a central location and has a clear line of sight. It does have a 90-foot range, but it does need to be kind of open and clear of obstacles and people. The only time I've had dropouts on stage is if somebody's kind of standing in front of it or a musician moves in front of it, or it's all about placement. But because of this being XLR, or it also has the 1/4 inch adapter, so you can go either direction with it depending on what your monitor system needs, but just run an extension from it. So have this come out of your mixer with an XLR extension or whatever it is, and like wrap it around a mic stand or something, put it up kind of central. The higher the better, so there's nothing occluding it, and then you won't have any issues with that. But like if it's down on the floor or something, there could be some dropout if something gets in front of it. So that's with any monitor system, but that's one thing I have noticed with this. If you have a clear line of sight, you won't have any issues at all. But that's the only caveat with that for the system. And this price range, for what it does, what it is, and the simplicity of it, I can't recommend anything better than that in this price range. I think it's a great system. Whether you're starting out or you do this on a regular, again, I still like this. It's so easy to use. So highly recommend. Now, it does not come with in-ear monitors, your in-ear headphones, so you will need to get some of those. whatever you're currently using will work. It's just headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter. If you don't have any, I did a separate video on basins or the KZ Z10 Pros. I'm a big fan of both of those. I use them. They pair nicely with those. They're about 50 bucks, so this is currently $229 on Amazon at the time of this video. And you know, for $50 headphones, you're still getting a complete system for less than 300 bucks. So I highly recommend checking those out. And I'll put links in the description below for all of this, so you don't have to go looking for it. It'll pair nicely with these if you get those in-ears or whatever headphones you like to use. Some drummers like the big over-the-ears, and those will work too. Whatever headphones you like to use will plug in nicely with this. Alright guys, this is for the DJs and solo musicians that may have had this issue or wanted to make your system wireless. This is a 2.4 gigahertz system. It's not Bluetooth, so it's a lot more reliable. Inadvertently, I will get to a gig and sometimes they'll be like, hey, can you put this speaker outside? And like, yeah, but then you've got to run wires and you've got tripping hazards and all of that. So if you've got a powered speaker, powered system, you can use this to plug the transmitter and either daisy chain it in the back of another speaker and then send the transmitter to the other speaker via the aux cord out of the headphone jack. You can do RCA, you could do a 3.5 millimeter to XLR or quarter inch or whatever adapter you need to make it work for your speaker. You can do that with 90 feet clear line of sight, or if you're going through a wall or a doorway, it's a little bit shorter, but it's still a good 40 or so feet that you can definitely do that with, and that it will still work with clarity, and you just up the volume on the transmitter. Here's a real quick example of me doing just that. As you see, it works well, whether you're trying to just clear a doorway, maybe it's just a few feet away, but you don't want to run a cord because you'd have to either put tacky tape, gaff tape down on the floor or run it over a doorway. Either way, they're not ideal. This will get you the signal, it'll be clear, it'll work, it'll look a lot better. So as far as aesthetics go, and it's just so much easier. So hopefully this is helpful, whether you're using it for the in-ear system, you're making your speakers wireless, whatever. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If it was helpful, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.